Go!
Have you seen like pro people do this shit?
And I could have died up there.
Like where they bounce and like go. Have you seen people do that? People like they'll like hop on it and jump and land on their butt.
Amazing's trying to convince us that she's an expert.
You're already better than I am. Like
Experts don't need hand holding.
My thighs! My thighs!
The thighs.
I have time for thighs now.
Our thighs are too big to be on the thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Now do a flip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No!
You got
No!
You start in the middle.
just sit on it.
It's easier to start in the most slacky part.
It's called a slack line.
Give it a little bounce.
You can totally do it.
Yeah,
You can
just bounce,
totally
jump,
do
jump,
it.
Jump, jump. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You're not gonna fall and hurt yourself.
Just have faith.
I'm not responsible.
Just you can do it. You get on the line.
Pressure him.
Yeah, what the heck?
You do it
I don't know
first.
how you got up there.
She's an expert.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, shit.
Stairs, I didn't realize.
I went upstairs.
Diane can show you around as well. You got
So I'm hiking in the 100-mile wilderness, and I come across this beaver dam. This just impressive work of art. Oh, there he is. Just the king swimming in his home. Look at him. Just swimming around in this pool he's made. You guys, this thing is massive. Like, they had to have eaten all of these little things and then put them up to dam this wall. Like, it's so huge. And they built a house in the middle. This thing, some of these sticks are like bigger than my arm, and they like chopped down trees and dragged them. I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed. Take a look. What in the world? Take a look at this, at more specifically, not that one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Crunch, 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 crunch. He's just swimming. He's probably like swimming around his own front yard thinking like, wow, my house is so cool. Can you imagine just being like, this is mine now? And just creating like your own castle with a moat and everything. And there are 2 beavers. I just can't see the second one. And I know you guys can't hear it, but I can hear them crunching sometimes. But right now he's just swimming. Hello from the 100-mile wilderness. It's day 2 in the wilderness, and the 100-mile wilderness is about 100 miles between Monson, Maine and Millinocket, Maine, or Able Bridge. And it's a space where there is no services, so no place for to get more food or resupply or hostels or anything like that. There's also no way to easily procure any help if you need it. So they say the 100-mile wilderness is super rugged because there's no way to get services if you are hurt or in need. But to be honest with you, the 100-mile wilderness is not as rugged as I think a lot of people make it out to be. It's exactly what we've been seeing for the last 1,000 and now about 80 miles, which is crazy. And we can still hear boats on the lakes out here, and we can still see dust from cars. So I do know that people are out here, just not as close as they usually are. So today we are going 16.5 miles. So I am just at a shelter and I'm waiting for my friends, which will be coming from that way. And then we will continue on. We've got about 4 more miles to go before we get to where we're setting at camp for the night. I've also been out here now for officially 3 months, and it's crazy because I'm watching all these Northbounders kind of finish their journey, and I am still having to turn around and do the second half. So it's a weird feeling, but it's also like just what an epic middle of my journey to climb to Katahdin and have that moment with everybody. I'm sad to be leaving my hiking buddies behind, well, the Northbound ones anyway, but Sauce and I are excited to go back and do the southern half of the trail. But it's just getting so real. Like today we saw Katahdin for the first time, and it was so far off in the distance, but we could see it, and it's just really cool to kind of see where you're going. So it's day 3 out here in the 100-mile wilderness, and it's August 8th at about 3:30. Besides the wilderness being just like a really like rugged place, you're not supposed to go into the wilderness with less than like 6 to 10 days worth of supplies because there's just nowhere to resupply. Well, something that I've noticed is that Northbounders, so they've got 100 miles left at this point until they get to Katahdin. Well, at this point it's like 50 something from where I am right now. But there's this like challenge, this 50-hour challenge or 2-day challenge or whatever you want to call it. And they will literally enter the 100-mile wilderness with only 2 days worth of food. And they will attempt to complete the trail, the 100 miles, in 2 days. And then summit Katahdin, a 5,000-foot climb on that last day. I don't get it. We had a guy at lunch who was telling us how he wasn't sure if I was a hallucination or not because he's been awake for 30 hours. I'm like, oh my God, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, not like I'm taking my sweet time out here. I mean, we're doing 20 miles today. We did 13 yesterday, 16 the day before that. But I'm not gonna, I don't know. Anyway, so besides what they tell you about the 100 miles is that it's just a rugged place, not a lot of services, you've also got these zombies just walking around, and they're all glossy, and they aren't sure if you're real. It's a weird place. I don't know, weird. So what happened last night, everybody?
Armageddon.
Yeah,
Armageddon.
hurricane.
A hurricane came through and soaked everything that we own. Nothing was safe. Not one article of anything. It's all soaked. Just soaked. Everything. None of this does this justice. Everything is wet.